Keeps control for Thompson. Pass receiving's wide open underneath in the basket. Great pass.
Backs down, now kicks out, up top to the left side, Caden Dahl. Dahl hesitates, then takes the three and knocks it home good. Dahl to get the turn. Carr trying to keep those legs underneath, then Cassette gets him down, and there's the pin.
Rebounded by Kendra Severson. Severson, here comes Bevins back the other way. Bevins, little contact, roll it in, good for Elena Bevins, and we're tied.
Through and Zeller with an excuse me bump, and here goes Semp for takeoff.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on your line.
Welcome back to the MSU Dome. Oh, excuse me. Well, you could call it the Mayville State Louis Lee Fieldhouse. Oh, man. Got too much on the mind right now. Mayville State University and Louis Lee Fieldhouse. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you on our Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. And again, on our Irie Insurance pregame show, we've wrapped up the Division A games. Winners being Valley City at Devil's Lake over Carrington and Kindred, respectively. We now move to the Division B side as Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier takes on Benson County. We have coaches' comments on the way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
Talk with the head coaches, courtesy of Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Joe Lancello is joined by Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier's head coach, Rory NC.
Thank you, James. Rory, you've got to be glad to be able to have this second opportunity after a heartbreaking loss to Sargent County the other night.
Yeah, it's been hard to kind of wrap our heads around because I grew up in the old system. When you lost the regional, that was it, and played that way and coached that way for a long time. So yeah, it's been hard a little bit, but we're very fortunate without a doubt. So we've kind of talked about that's kind of been the message. We got a new lease on life, and let's see what happens today.
Now, when talking about your team, the conversation will start with Mathern, or one of three Mathern.
Yeah, we've got three of them. Matea's the first one, really good player. They're all really good. Libby and Abby and have had really good seasons. So yeah, it kind of starts with the family unit. So hopefully they're gelling today.
What are the strong points of your team?
I think we just we play hard. We get after it on the defensive end, and we're going to have to today. We're playing a really good team today, and we can kind of, for the most part, play a variety of styles. I mean, ours is though we like to get after it and get up and down a little bit, and I'm sure they do too. So it should be an interesting game.
What will be the important things for you?
I think it's just rebounding is always an important thing, and then the obvious cliche is take care of the ball. I mean, that's huge. I think if you can take care of the ball and limit your turnovers, it's definitely going to give you a good chance to win.
Looking forward to a good game. Best of luck.
Hey, thanks. Thanks for having me on.
Okay, Rory NC, coach of the Rebels of Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. James?
Absolutely. EKM, he is the head coach. It's hard to believe that one of his children isn't on the team. Again, at our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews, sharing our heritage, sharing our future locations in North Dakota, Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. There's his team warming up. We'll talk with Benson County next.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment. Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
We continue our coach conversations on our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews with the head coach of the Benson County Wildcats and Brian Kenner.
All right, James, thanks very much. Brian, talk about the game you had to win third place to get here to still have a chance at state.
So we played St. John in our third place game, which obviously matters now because we got us to the state qualifier. We played really well. We Monday night had to play really hard just to beat North Prairie, who's a good team. Tuesday, we really didn't have the legs against Langdon, and they were really on it. We felt like we ran into a buzzsaw. Had a really great practice Wednesday. Talked about our youth and kind of going back to what got us here and said, let's just go back to playing the way we play and doing what Benson County basketball was. And Thursday we showed up and played really well. We really like to get up and down the court, make it a fast-paced game. We shoot the three pretty well, but that's not our only game. I mean, we can go inside, outside, really look to force turnovers and kind of play a fast-paced type of basketball.
If my memory serves, this is going to be a first-time matchup this season between these teams.
Correct, yeah. I have not played Edgeley before, so we have not.
So how does this affect your preparation? A lot of time spent on the internet?
I'm a big basketball fan, so I've watched them a few times this year. Obviously, they're a fantastic team, and sometimes what they look like on film and what you got to try to stop in person is really difficult. But I think we're familiar enough with what they do. And honestly, you got one day to prepare. We're going to play our style of basketball. It's what got us here. If it's good enough to win today, great. If not, we got nothing to feel bad about. So
we look forward to a great game. Best of luck.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Brian Kenner, coach of the Benson County Wildcats.
Thanks, Joe. And again, another great program. Of course, they were a program that could have used this system a couple years earlier when they had the likes of Quinn Neppel, who's current NDSCS Wildcat, leading scorer in girls program history. So they really could have used that setup for them. But it's great to see Coach Kenner and the Wildcats at this type of game. Two good programs, maybe a legendary program in Ekham and another up-and-coming in Benson County. They've had some titles in the past in many different configurations as well. Think about those old-school Leeds Maddock titles that they've won. So a great, rich tradition of basketball in both communities, both sets of communities. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. That concludes our Dakota Heritage Bank pregame interviews. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com. Follow along with the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard as well. We've got more on the way here on yourliveevent.com.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsborough, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. The Jacobson Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st at the ranch near Hitterdall, Minnesota. New exciting genetics, 65 of the region's highest quality Red Angus bulls, 20 elite registered heifers, and 5 replacement bred heifers. The sale broadcast on DV Auction. Request a catalog today. Email gjrangus@feltontel.net or call 701-361-3189. Jacobson Red Angus and Partners, Rivers Edge Cattle Company, Prairie Red Angus Annual Bull Sale, Thursday, March 21st. Visit jacobsonredangus.com.
Saturday, April 6th, Vikings from across the land will converge to feast and celebrate the athletes and their achievements. Vikings will raise their swords, ride their mighty steeds, bid on treasures, gems, and experiences, with the focus on supporting the kids. Join the tradition, forged in friendship and molded in the spirit of family. Viking pride.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Coming up back on the Irie Insurance pregame show here at YourLiveEvent.com. Irie Insurance, get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote today. Back ready to get set for Division B state qualifying basketball between the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels and the Benson County Wildcats. EKM wearing their white jerseys tonight, black cursive letters, Rebels on the front, black numbers outlined in gold on the front and back. Benson County in the blue jerseys, white letters, Benson County, block style, gold trimmed down the side of the jersey and the shorts, a little bit of red in there as well. You may not be able to see it right away, but there's some red in there also. Want to remind you that this broadcast of this tournament game has been authorized by special arrangement with the Board of Directors of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. Again, follow along on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard all game long on YourLiveEvent.com. Game 3 of 4 tonight. We kind of ran through the A representatives for state and all that. Let's get you caught up on the B side of things. And remind you that the 4 region champions, they were Mayport CG, Sargent County, our Redeemers, and Bowman County. Those 4 are already into the State B next week in Jamestown. 4 more spots up for grabs today. Again, EKM, Benson County, and Langdon, area Edmore, Munich, Maple River here tonight. Central McLean, TGU, Kemmer Bobills versus Grant County Mott Regents. Games on the west side for you as well. And we'll take a quick break here as that wraps up our Irie Insurance pregame show. We'll come back with the starting lineups next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you want that new boat? Are you building onto your home? Maybe you want the new camper or ATV. Dakota Heritage Bank can help you. This is Dustin Nagel, president at Dakota Heritage Bank Hillsboro location. You can visit with me or our other loan officers to help with loans and lines of credit from Dakota Heritage Bank. We are serving you with locations in North Dakota and Northwest Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers financial services you expect with a local perspective. dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here now for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar Live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grow our own at crystalsugar.com. Benson County, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, about ready to do battle here tonight on yourlabevent.com. And here are your starting lineups. We start with the Benson County Wildcats, the road team on the scoreboard. They'll go with a 5'8" sophomore guard, number 10, Aubrey Kenner. A 5'10" 8th grade center, number 30, Lacey Fouch. A 5'4" freshman guard, number 24, Caitlin Maddock. A 5'5" sophomore guard, number 0, Ella Fussen. And a 5'4" junior guard, number 2, Haley Skeevers. Or I'm sorry, number 5, excuse me. 5'9" sophomore forward, number 5, Isabel Engstrom. So Engstrom, not Skeevers, in the starting lineup. That's the starters for Benson County. Benson County coached by Brian Kenner, assisted by Kim Engstrom. And the starters for the Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier Rebels, they'll go with this starting 5. A 5'5" sophomore guard, number 13, Jalen Birch. A 5'8" senior guard, number 32, Abby Mathern. A 5'10" junior guard, number 24, Libby Mathern. A 5'11" senior forward, number 23, Grace Irie. And the 6' senior guard, number 12, Matea Mathern. That's the starters for EKM. Head coach Rory Yancey, assisted by Haley Bowman and Brian Huber. EKM going left to right on that streaming device. Benson County going right to left. EKM in the home white, Benson County in the road blue. EKM 20-5 this season. Lost to Sargent County in a heartbreaker. In the Region 1 champion, EKM, they were I believe the champions of District 2. Lost 52-48. Their other losses this season to Carrington, Division A team. Maple River, 56-52, is playing tonight. Kemmer Bowbells, 53-49, who's playing another game across the West. And Langdon Area Moore Munich, who's playing tonight as well. So 2 of their 5 losses this season have come from teams that are going to be here tonight. For Benson County, they finished second in District 4, finished in third in the Region 2 standings. 18-7 on the year. Avenged a loss against North Prairie. They lost to Devil's Lake. St. John avenged a loss to them. And lost to Langdon Area and Moore Munich, as well as Mayport CG. They've had a really tough schedule. Then Mayport CG and Langdon again in the region tournament before beating St. John again, avenging that earlier loss, 69-56. As the opening tip is one to EKM, but we have a carry, an immediate turnover here in the first 2 seconds of the game. And so Benson County is going to get the ball back again, as head coach Brian Kenner mentioning. Very young team. Daughter Aubrey is going to take in the ball there right now. As we get a little stoppage in the clock here. Or stoppage in play, I should say. Here we go. Back to business here. Benson County, another team that has some good runners on it. They co-op with rugby in that cross-country program, so they have got the endurance. So maybe a key for EKM, get out early. As they step out of bounds on the rebound that time by Lacey Fouch. 5'10", 8th grader, got some time as a 7th grader last year. Come into the game, she's going to be a special player for Benson County. EKM will take it here now with Jalen Birch. Looking for our first points of the game here in the first of 2 Division B qualifiers against Langdon, Maple River. Still to come. Handling the rock there, Libby Mathern, the 5'10" junior, and a foul. Foul this time is going to go against Aubrey Kenner. That's the sophomore's first. And the Wildcats' first team foul as well. We're going to get it inbound there. Nice inbound and score that time for Matea Mathern, the 6' senior, on the board first, 2-0. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier takes the early lead. Slithers in, and a missed shot that time by Maddock. Part of the Maddock family. Yes, they are from Maddock. The Maddocks from Maddock. Always one of my favorite family trait stat storylines in North Dakota basketball. Here's Kenner. on the way in. Missed the shot, the rebound yanked away by Matea Mathern. Off to a nice start there for the Rebels. Mathern, Matea Mathern that is, on the left side. Steps into a jumper, got it, splash. Matea Mathern off to a quick start, has all 4 points for EKM as they take the early lead. Maddock back for the Wildcats. Maddock, left side of the paint, and draws the foul on the floor. It's going to go against Jalen Birch, sophomore's first, and the first team foul as well. Inbound there for Kenner. It's an all in and around to Engstrom. Drop down. I don't know if she lost the ball, Kenner did, or if she was looking for someone and they weren't there. But a turnover there for the Wildcats. A couple of early TOs for Benson County as Fouch gets down on the floor. Rugby style, EKM keeps. Open space, women's college three, well short. Again, these teams that have not played here before, they got to remember that there are 3 lines. You can probably see it on your screen right now. The white line is the line that these ladies need to be behind. The middle of the 3 lines is the women's college line, and the furthest out is the men's college line. We've had a couple of men's college three-pointers tonight, or throughout this week, I should say, at Louis Lee Fieldhouse. I don't think any have been made today. That's out of bounds, as Fouch was the intended target that time for Benson County. They'll keep it here as Engstrom to inbound there on the right side. Engstrom looking, skies it on out. Oh, and a little nearly miscommunication, but coming back to get it there is Maddock. First couple minutes in, Benson County's looking for their first bucket of the game. Kenner rolls back out. Kenner dropped off here now for Maddock. Maddock throws up a prayer, not answered, tipped out, and with one on the shot clock, EKM will get it back as it's the last touch by Benson County. By the way, in the first 4 state qualifying games, at least in this new version, there have been challenge games before in North Dakota basketball. It's just been a really long time since that has happened. In this format, the top seed, or I should say the runner-up instead of the third-place team, 4-0. As an offensive foul, it's going to go against Matea Mathern. That is her first, team second. So again, all 4 runners-up won their games. Valley City, Devils Lake, Watford City, and South Prairie Max were victors in the Division A state qualifying games. We'll see if we can have any upsets in the Division B tournament. As that's out of bounds, last touch by the Wildcats, still unable to come away with a bucket in the early going. A little bit of a soft full court press there for Benson County. Just going a one-on-one. Matea Mathern with some nice height for EKM, 6 foot. She is the tallest player on the floor. In fact, taller by 2 inches over Lacey Fouch from Benson County. So that's a mismatch they'll take advantage of, and they do right there with Mathern, who missed the shot. Rebound, up for grabs, toss it to the floor, and come away with it. Still no clear cut, and now it goes to Kenner. Kenner runs the floor for the Wildcats. Maddock for 3. Kaboom! Women's college 3 for Caitlin Maddock. And the Wildcats on the board now, 4-3. Mathern across the timeline there for the Rebels. Right-hand side for Birch. Birch backs up. Hook down. And the shot is good there that time for Grace Irie, the seniors first. Rebels up 6-3, nearly halfway through this opening quarter. Fouch. Hands off, Maddock. Now out to Fussin. Back to Maddock, into Fouch. Fouch trying to back down, closed out. Kick out there, and the size of EKM proved to be a little bit difficult for Benson County. Out there on the far side for Libby Mathern. 3 ball on the way. Dies left side. Rebound. Hauled in. Jump ball. It'll go back to Benson County. 6-3, 3:41 to go here in the opening quarter on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. in for, well, we get a conference there with the officials. A couple players check in. Checking in for Benson County, Katrina Nelson, the only senior on the squad, 5'9". And jump ball, I think they forgot to change it the last time, and so it's now going to go back to EKM. Checking in for the Rebels, I believe Ellie Lloyd, a 5'9" sophomore, just checked in, along with Betsy Huber, 6-foot freshman. I believe the younger sister of a former tournament MVP. As that's a bucket there that time. Another basket for Irie. She's got back-to-back buckets. 8-3 EKM. Travel here now. Her older brother, I believe, played at Bismarck State. Alex, I think, was his first name. Might be blanking on that, but he was the tournament MVP back in 21. I believe for EKM. As the Rebels bring it back there with Mathern. Inside, it's a foul. That was a great run for EKM. They believe they went to the championship game, if memory serves me right, and lost. Foul there for Benson County, Lacey Fouch. 8th graders first as the Lloyd rattles in the free throw, 9-3. As Huber comes back in. Another chance there for Lloyd. Lloyd second. It's missed. Rebound, Fouch. Fouch is going to have to play a lot tonight for Benson County, as is Nelson, 5'10" and 5'9". Engstrom also 5'9", a couple of 5'8s as well. Try and match the height of Mathern and Huber, both at 6 foot. We get another officials conference. Another stoppage there as Libby Mathern comes out to the bench. Inbound there for Matea Mathern. Co-leader in scoring for EKM and on all sides of the floor. EKM's had the lead the entire way. Still very early, though. As that's an inbound there to Birch. Birch drops it off to Lloyd. Lloyd kick out. 3 ball on the way. Kaboom! Abby Mathern drills the 3. 12-3. EKM making it look easy out there. Maddock, the only scorer on a 3 for Benson County. Maddock lost it and a double dribble. Guess she didn't totally lose possession. Kenner's looking for a deflection. Won't get that. Instead, he'll call timeout. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier leads Benson County 12-3 in this Class B state qualifier game on YourLiveEvent.com and the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
There's more at 104. Hillsborough, North Dakota has everything you want in a hometown. Business opportunities, great jobs, and a top-notch school. Shovel-ready lots for your next idea. Great jobs in manufacturing, healthcare, and agriculture. An excellent education for your kids with small class sizes and lots of school spirit. Plus easy access to I-29 and the conveniences of North Dakota's largest cities. Build your future in Hillsborough and see why there's more at 104.
Coming out of this Bank North timeouts. At Bank North, to take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 12-3, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier with the lead over Benson County. Big lead here for the Rebels. Trying to run away with this one. There'll be an inbound there to EKM as Benson County shifts to a 1-2-2 full court press, trying to generate some offense off turnovers. Mathern breaks, and well, they do generate one turnover there as EKM just throws it away. Inbound there for Katrina Nelson. And the Wildcats, again, a young team, just one senior, a pair of juniors. Neither of which have stepped onto the floor yet for the Wildcats as Kenner lost it and taken away there by EKM. Mathern gets it back there from Mathern. Huber inside, shot is missed, it's out of bounds. And it goes back to Benson County. 2:01 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, Legendary Edmore Munich, Maple River will close out our coverage this evening on YourLiveEvent.com. Started at 1 o'clock. Valley City with a win over Carrington. Devil's Lake with a win over Kindred in the last game. And now we are here. EKM in Benson County. Kenner on the weave. Maddock looking inside for Fouch. Poked away by Huber. Huber. Oh, what a nice move. Crossover. Lost control. EKM keeps it alive, though. Mathern. Abby Mathern. Lloyd. Matea Mathern. Drives. Baseline off the box. And offensive foul. Looks like Fouch was just outside the restricted area. Set her feet well, and that leads to a charge. And Mathern goes out now with 2 personals. Let's keep an eye on her for the rest of the half. Benson County's got to take advantage here. On the floor for the Wildcats, it's Nelson, Maddock, Fouch, Kenner, and Fussin out there right now. Maddock still the only points for Benson County off at 3. Trying to curl it into Fouch. It's a jump ball. It'll stay Benson County basketball this time. 1:14 left in the opening quarter. Checking in there for the Wildcats. Engstrom's back, the 5'9 sophomore, onto the floor, and for Nelson. Inbound there, baseline left. Looking. Skies it on out to Maddock. 3 ball, Maddock, kaboom! Well, their second. The only offense so far for Benson County. She's got 6. Cuts the lead down to 6. Huber got to get it across and cannot. Double dribble, travel, 10-second call, take your pick. It's a turnover any way you slice it. Benson County gets it back with 55 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Kenner on the inbound into Maddock. Kenner back to Maddock. They play a little catch on the left side. Maddock looking to make a move. Fussing with it now. Got a 20-second differential between shot and game clock. Oh, and there's what they wanted initially the last couple of possessions. And it's last touch by Benson County. So exactly. Shot clock and game clock are exact. So EKM can hold for the final shot as Benson County continues their 1-2-2 press. Since that point, only 3 points scored, and to Benson County's credit. Mathern out. Back in the corner after the feed from Birch. Huber slithering in, and a missed shot that time for Libby Mathern. Back comes Benson County. 10 seconds left. Maddock with all 6 points for Benson County so far gets a layup. Now 12-8. Caitlin Maddock, all 8 points. As that's the end of the first quarter. Since they went to the 1-2-2 press, the Wildcats on a 5-0 run. They've forced EKM to cough up a couple of turnovers. But EKM still with the lead. 12-8 at the end of the first quarter on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. dhbanknd.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Second quarter about to get underway on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you. Again, At the end of the first, 12-8. Wildcats on a 5-0 run to close out the first quarter, going to that 1-2-2 press. As EKM will try to get around that. Turnovers in the first quarter, 8 for Benson County, 4 for EKM. 4 assists for the Rebels, 1 for Benson County. That's a good stat to look at there. Rebounds, EKM 6, Benson County 5 at the end of the first quarter. EKM shooting 50%, Benson County 37.5. As we start first quarter, again, leading scorers. Caitlin Maddox got all 8 for Benson County. And it's Grace Irie and Matea Mathern, each with 4. There for the Rebels. In the corner, it's Mathern. Around the horn there, left side, Birch. Birch driving, feeding. Huber off the box and in. Betsy Huber, the freshman, with the first bucket of the game for her, and it ends a 5-0 run. Fouch lost it, turnover number 9 for Benson County in the first half. Birch back the other way. Interception, Aubrey Kenner. Poked back away and taken away by the Rebels. They don't have the numbers, they'll wait. Everybody to come back. With Abby Mathern down, hop, skip, and a jump. Missed shot for Huber. Last touch by EKM. Grace Irie back on the floor there for Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. And the tallest player for Benson County, Lacey Fouch. There are 3 players that are taller than her and another that's equal for EKM. They're going to use the height to their advantage, and that's a jump ball. Possession stays with the Wildcats. Again, EKM, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. Benson County leads Maddock. Of course, they're kind of co-op. You throw Esmond in there as well. And all of Benson County, except for Minnewacan. Minnewacan, of course, 4 wins, Minnewacan. As there's a blocking foul. That one's against Libby Mathern, the 5'10 junior. Of course, 4 wins, Minnewacan. They were on the floor earlier this week trying to book their first trip to a state tournament. Ended up falling in the 3rd place game to Carrington. On the girls' side, boys' side should be electric back here at Louis Lee Fieldhouse first week in March. Missed shot for Fouch, which will go to the free throw line. Foul will go against Abby Mathern. That's her first, team second here in the first half. Again, EKM has held the lead for the entire game as Fouch's first is missed. Right side. I believe it's the first free throw attempt of the game for Benson County as well. As we get one more here for Fouch. Second one is made. First player not named, Caitlin Maddock. Get a point for Benson County, and it comes 6:40 to go in the second quarter. Irie hangs on to the ball. Got to try to get it across in 5 seconds. And they do with Birch. Runs into Fouch, and Fouch rips it away. It's a jump ball. Possession will stay with EKM. Inbound there on the baseline next to the Wildcat bench. It's Ellie Lloyd, 5'9" sophomore, gets it in there to Birch. Kenner all over, nearly leads to a steal. Fouch dives for it, tries to flip it back to Engstrom, and the Wildcats take advantage. Looking to run the floor here. They love to run, as that's a foul. Maddock draws it. Lloyd is going to be the guilty party. That's her first, I do believe. Yes, and third team foul. Benson County hanging with EKM. Again, EKM 20-5 coming into this game. Benson County 18-7. Maddock with the inbound. Maddock step back three, blocked. Fouch took it out of the air. Maddock wanted it again. Drives and draws the foul. Foul's going to go against Grace Irie. Her first, team's fourth. Again, Matea Mathern on the bench with 2 fouls for EKM. Just one foul for Benson County as Maddock, one away from double figures. And Benson County's only scored 10 points. Can't get that free throw to fall. She'll be stuck on 9. 14-10, 6 minutes to go in the opening half. As that's a slip. Could have been a foul. Instead, a turnover. Kenner to the cup. Missed it. Rebound taken by Libby Mathern and the Rebels. Mathern up ahead to Mathern. Libby to Abby. And a steal. Maddock gets it back for the Wildcats. Maddock, Kenner for 3 in the lead. Oh, or cut it to 1, excuse me. Missed shot. Mathern gets the rebound, and EKM holds a 4-point lead. Birch sashaying through the defense. Drops it down. Drives baseline. Deflected. Block. Leads to a steal, and the Wildcats get it back. Just 6 points scored in this second quarter so far. It'll stay 6 as a missed 3 there for Ella Fussen. And a timeout is called. Rory Yancey at Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. 14-10, 5:07 to go in the opening half on this Bank North timeouts. Bank North to take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 14-10 again, EKM over Benson County. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you from Louis Lee Fieldhouse at Mayville State. This is game number 9 for us since Monday here at Louis Lee Fieldhouse. 2 on Monday, 2 on Tuesday, 2 on Thursday, and then 4 here today is game number 3 of 4. Valley City, Devils Lake, winners in the first 2 games. Langdon, Area Edmore Munich, and Maple River will do battle in the final game after this one. Again, hard starts of 1, 3, 5, and 7. Another difference in the format here where in the past they would go, let's say, 20 minutes after the, or 30 minutes after the conclusion of the previous game. Hard start times here. So you know what time tip-off is on yourliveevent.com. Huber and the Rebels get it back. Again, they've led the entire way, but Kenner and the Wildcats, they're playing pesky defense, and it's paying off. Maddock has been the hot hand this half for the Wildcats. Fussen, Kenner for 3. Kaboom! Aubrey Kenner drills the 3. Women's College, to be exact. 14-13. The lead is down to 1. The slimmest lead for EKM today. Mathern trapped in the corner. And she gets bailed out with a foul. On the floor it goes against Lacey Fouch. That's her second. Team's first. Only 3 fouls called against Benson County all game. Make that 3 fouls, I believe. As left side, driving, it's a jump ball. And it'll go back to Benson County. Ellie Lloyd back on. The 5'9 sophomore is onto the floor for EKM in for Jalen Birch. Benson County, chance to take their first lead of the game. Fouch stays out there with those 2 fouls. Poked away, Maddock gets it back. Close, tough defense by Lloyd. Nearly poked away, Kenner holds on, and oh no, oh no, oh no. That is not good for EKM. A knee injury left side there for Libby Mathern. She clutched it right away, and we're going to take a break and let the coaches and training staff attend her. 14-13, EKM holding on to the lead on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
Red River Valley Speedway. What a great place to let your heart race. Exciting, not second to none. Every Friday night you're gonna feel alright. Your destination for family fun. Red River Valley Speedway. Racing at its very best. Red River Valley Speedway.
Racing runs May through August. For more details, visit redrivervalleyspeedway.com.
Out of the injury timeouts, Libby Mathern able to walk off under her own power. Good sign to see for EKM. As that's a foul on the floor. The foul is going to go against Aubrey Kenner. That's her second, team second. We've hardly had any free throws in this game as Mathern will check in for Mathern. Matea is in for Abby. And again, Joe Lancello can confirm or deny this. I believe they're all sisters, all those Matherns. In now as that's a made shot for Birch. Jalen Birch with her first basket, I believe, of the game, 16-13. Maddock doing some dancing. Kick out Kenner. Driving inside. Kenner shot is up and good and one for Aubrey Kenner. 16-15. And the Wildcats are within one of the tie. It's the second foul there on Ellie Lloyd. Multiple players with 2 fouls. Wildcats unable to tie. Matea Mathern with the board. She got off to a hot start. Scored the first 2 baskets of the game. Since then, nothing. She's been sitting on the bench with foul trouble. Birch. Birch to the corner. Draws a double team. Gets it baseline. Sent back out to Birch. Birch, foul. It's going to be the third against Benson County, and it's going to be the first, I believe, against Ella Fussin. Fussin's first for the sophomore. And again, the team's third, so still one more to give with 3:07 to go here in the opening half. Inbound there, out to Huber. Mathern, some great length for Matea Mathern. Scuttled on along to Lloyd. Round the horn, Mathern. Matea Mathern. Held up there by Nelson. Women's college 3. Kaboom! Splash for Jalen Birch. Leading scorer now with 5. Broken coverage down the other end and a missed opportunity for Fussin to cut the lead in half. 19-15. Mathern keeping the dribble alive. That's 6-foot frame. Huber. Another 3, women's college miss. Mathern wide open. Rebound. Putback is good for Matea Mathern. She leads all scorers now for EKM with 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 are the 6 scorers for EKM. They lead at 21-15. Kenner lost it, got it back, puts it up and in. Aubrey Kenner now to 7. All coming in this second quarter. 21-17. We got a good one on our hands. Lloyd trying to get away from Fussin. With the deflection goes to Mathern. Shot is blocked. Rebound. Kenner gets it. And the Wildcats bring it back. Maddock, left side, drives, splits the defenders, missed the shot short. Kenner with the board, and she'll go back to the free throw line. The foul will go against Grace Irie. That is her second. Of course, Benson County in the bonus right now. As the free throw is up, it's good for Aubrey Kenner. Abby Mathern back in for the Rebels, and Isabella Engstrom's back in for Benson County. And a half to go here in the opening half as Kenner. Shots up. It's good. 21-19. 90 seconds to go here in the opening half. Benson County still has not led in this game, but they're hanging around. As that's a missed opportunity. Turnover. Back to the Wildcats. Can Tyre take their first lead of the game? Maddock coast to coast with the bucket. We're tied. First tie of the game, 21-21. Huber splits the defenders, lost it. Maddock, a 3-on-0, and they nearly lose the opportunity. Oh, missed golden opportunity. Brian Kenner can't believe it. 21-21. Benson County should have had the lead, but instead we remain tied. Huber and the Rebels, they dominated the first quarter, had a 12-3 lead at one point, as Lloyd buries a much-needed jumper for the Rebels. Had a 12-3 lead since then. It's been 18-11. Benson County's outscored them. Fouch tied again. Lacey Fouch with a bucket. Staying on the floor with those two fouls. Shot clock turned off. 23-23. Hubert, Mathern, slithers in the lane. In and out. Fouch pulls it down. Maddock and the Wildcats bring it back. Maddock in some wide open for three. She's fouled. Oh, no. Cardinals sin number 1 in basketball. Don't foul a three-point shooter. And I guess Marie Cam's defense, don't leave Caitlin Maddock that wide open. It's like the Red Sea parted for her. And now she'll give the Wildcats 3 chances for the lead. Only needs 1. Benson County's first lead of the game. 24-23. Caitlin Maddock, 10 points. Actually, 12 points, Make it 13 on a rattle. 25-23 as Katrina Nelson and the 5'4 junior guard Haley Skeevers check in for the first time for Benson County. Kenner and Fouch take a quick rest. Matea Mathern comes out as well, and Olivia Brummond, the 5'7 junior, on the floor for the first time for EKM. Third shot is good. 26-23. Huber at the horn. Oh my goodness, just a little off. Benson County proves that they are belonging in this game. They lead at 26-23 at the half over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, the Region 1 runners-up. Benson County 26, EKM 23 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Halftime next.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow, with locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, Harvey, Medina, and Red Lake Falls. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We've got your back. Protecting homes, vehicles, businesses, crops, personal protections, and so much more. Our service agents answer the phone with a kind of speed and detail that even the Secret Service would envy. Get protected. Get Irie Insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com for a free quote and consultation.
Halftime on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you. On the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Benson County 26, EKM 23. Stats and storyline of the first half. The first quarter, pretty well dominated by EKM, 12-3. But then Brian Kenner took a timeout, went to a 1-2-2 press, and that changed everything. From that point on, Benson County has been the difference maker. They have outscored EKM since that timeout, 23-11. It was 8 turnovers to 4 in the first quarter. And not favor of Benson County. They only turned it over once in the second quarter, 7 turnovers in the second for EKM. Leading the way here for all scorers in Benson County, Caitlin Maddock, 14 of the team's 26 points, 9 for Aubrey Kenner, 3 for Lacey Fouch. That is it for scoring for Benson County. They're shooting 36% from the field, 8 of 22, 3 of 6 from three-point range. A couple of those being women's college threes, by the way, and 7 of 10 from the free throw line there for Benson County. They collected 12 rebounds in the first half, 3 assists to those 9 turnovers, -6 assist turnover ratio, 7 steals by 4 different Wildcats. And as well, playing the whole first half, Fussin, Kenner, Maddock, and Fouch played the whole first half. Nobody in comparison played the whole first half for EKM. Leading scorer, well, you could do a little countdown. You could have done a little countdown for 6-5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was that at one point. Matea Mathern leading scorer for the Rebels, 6 points along with 4 rebounds. And 5 points for Jalen Birch, 4 for Grace Irie, 3 each for Abby Mathern and Ellie Lloyd, and 2 for Betsy Huber. The Rebels pulled down 15 rebounds, led by, again, Mathern's 4. 6 assists, those 11 turnovers, -5 assist-to-turnover ratio, 4 steals, 3 blocks, including 2 for Libby Mathern. EKM from the field, shooting 10 of 21 for about 50%, 48%. 2 of 6 from three-point range and 1 of 2 from the free throw line. We've had 2 ties and 1 lead change. EKM, again, had that 12-3 lead early. Benson County's largest lead is this at the half, 26-23. By the way, leading rebounder for Benson County, want to circle back to that, Lacey Fouch with 5 of them. Big moment again tonight as the winner goes to the State B in Jamestown next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Other score lines from the other side, Central McLean. This is just the brutal side of the new 3-class system. You have 2 top 10 ranked teams going at it in Central McLean and TGU. TGU's had a phenomenal season, but right now they're going up against the top 4 team in Central McLean, and it shows 40-24 Central McLean with the lead over TGU at the end of the first half. Cameron Bowbells, Grant County Mont Regents at the Minot Auditorium, and then Langdon area and Moore-Munich and Maple River coming up here as well on YourLiveEvent.com. That's our halftime presented by Ryan Opdahl, Farmers Union Insurance of Hillsboro. Auto, home, business, life, farm insurance, got it all. Visit the agency downtown Hillsboro or call 701-436-5777. At the end of the first half on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, Benson County 26, EKM 23. Second half is next.
Fresh trades this week at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. 2 2021 Delta 610s, 36-inch tracks, power shift, PTO. Call for pricing, 218-784-2961. Coming in April, new Versatile 620. This new tractor is coming in at 2023 pricing. Talk to Chuck O'Neill to reserve. Make your best purchase price and save thousands of dollars. Stop in and get the deal done. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
The Hillsborough American Legion and VFW welcome you to bring the family to the Hillsborough Vets Club and enjoy a great meal with the Friday night fish fries during the Lenten season, serving from 5:30 to 7 p.m. All you can eat for just $15 for adults, $4 for ages under 10. Dine in, pick up, or local delivery available. And don't forget to stop in on Saturdays from 5:30 to 7 for great roasted chicken supper. It's the best chicken around. Dine in and take out great food with the Friday night fish fries and Saturday roasted chicken supper at the Hillsborough Vets Club.
Mission Court Independent Living at Benedictine Living Community offers independent living, giving you a comfortable lifestyle and freedom to do what you like while leaving chores behind. The monthly rent includes housekeeping, 3 daily meals, transportation, social and recreational programs, plus spiritual care and on-site worship services. Call 218-784-5250 to learn more and schedule a tour. And you can save $1,000 with our move-in special. Benedictine Living Community of Ada, recognized for quality care.
Back for the start of the second half on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you. 26-23, Benson County with the lead over Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier. As the Wildcats trying to pull the upset, trying to be the first upset, be part of the first upset of this new format, at least of the state qualifying games. As that's knocked out of bounds, it'll stay EKM basketball. They're on the floor there with their starters. Good to see Libby Mathern back into the game after that injury. Libby, Abby, and Matea Mathern all on the floor, along with Grace Irie and Jalen Birch. Libby Mathern sustaining that left knee injury, banging that up in the first half, as that's a turnover number 10, or number 12, for EKM. Benson County back on the floor with their starters, and Fussin, Engstrom, Fouch, Maddock, and Kenner. There's Caitlin Maddock, team leading 14 points, floor leading 14 points in the first half. Maddock, men's college three. Oh, just off the mark. And the rebound goes to Birch. Birch and the Rebels trying to tie or cut it to one. Birch gets it across, gets around those pesky Benson County Wildcat defenders. Libby Mathern, women's college three. Doinks off the back of the air and a rebound. Jump ball. It'll go back to Benson County. Again, the winner moves on to the State B tournament in Jamestown next week. Try to join our Redeemers, Bowman County, Sargent County, and Mayport CG. Those 4 teams, region champions. It's dropped off there for Kenner. And Benson County into Fouch and one. Lacey Fouch. Now up to 5 points. Fouch pulled in the most rebounds for Benson County in the first half. She pulled in 5 of them. So now 5 boards, 5 points, halfway to a double-double. Fouch. The end one is miss. The lead is 5. Up ahead, Birch nearly lost it, keeps it alive. Another double team and a foul, and Ryan Kenner once again can't believe it. Foul will go against Kenner. That's her 3rd. Got to watch for that. That's a big one. She stays out there, of course, right now. That's a weakness for Benson County. They don't have a lot of depth. The left jumper is missed. Rebound pulled down by Fouch. Maddock. Across the timeline there for the Wildcats. Maddock. Dropped off for Kenner. Now Fussin, back to Kenner. Maddock in to Fouch, 15 on the shot clock. Kick out Maddock, lost the ball, poked into the air by Mathern, kept alive by Kenner. Single-digit shot clock, try to whip it into Engstrom, instead taken away by Mathern to Mathern. Abby to Libby. Libby Mathern with it now. Back to Abby Mathern. Now Birch. Birch wheeling, driving, going, and missing the shot. As the rebound taken by Fouch. She's up now to 6 of those. 6 boards, 5 points for Lacey Fouch. Inbound is tipped away and taken away by the Rebels. A little bit of a 3-on-3, and now everybody comes back. Abby Mathern whips it out. Matea Mathern drives baseline, a travel before the deal in to Irie. Betsy Huber back out there for the Rebels. (28-23), Benson County's largest lead of the game. They have the ball. A rough start with just 3 points halfway through the first quarter. Brian Kenner knew when to take a timeout. And so far, the shift in defense has paid off. But a missed shot there by Fussin. Rebound there for Libby Mathern. Matea Mathern across the timeline. Libby Mathern with it now. Matched up with Kenner. Huber. Huber driving. Pops it. Mathern, 20-footer left side, and Abby Mathern cuts the lead to 3. Abby Mathern now with 4, and a timeout is called, I believe, by EKM. On this Bank North timeout, at Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North is a community partner that you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more, visit ibanknorth.com, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. 28-25, Benson County still with a 3-point lead, 4:44 to go here in the third quarter. I want to take this opportunity to thank Dave Nelson and the crew at Louis Lee Fieldhouse in Mayville State. They've made this an excellent, exciting atmosphere, and they had games to show for it, at least one, between Thompson and Devils Lake Thursday night of the championship. And just want to thank them for their hospitality and all the efforts they've done to make this a great atmosphere to watch a game. As Benson County coughs it up. Up ahead. Up for grabs. Fight for the ball. It should be jump, and it should be EKM basketball. .23 to go here in the third. EKM trying to find a way back into this one. Great start, but have not been able to find their rhythm since. Abby Mathern, Huber, Matea Mathern, not about a 3 to tie. Instead, will pull it out. Lloyd drives baseline. Ellie Lloyd, too much mustard on that one. Rebound, Mathern to clean it up. Matea Mathern with 8 now for the Rebels to lead all EKM players. Maddock. Back over to Kenner for 3. Kaboom! Women's College 3. 31-27. The lead is back up to 4. Mathern. Cross. Huber in the corner. Women's College 3. Abby Mathern miss. Rebound hauled in by Nelson. Stolen, Matea Mathern. Lloyd spun around, and a foul. Second team foul of the Wildcats. This one will go against Katrina Nelson. That's her first. As Engstrom will check back in for Nelson. Inbound there. Mathern missed the shot, but she'll go to the free throw line. Foul will go on Lacey Fouch. That's her third. Team's third. Again, Fouch, critical player with 5 points and 6 rebounds. Kind of the glue in that interior. As Mathern up now to 9. 31-28 as Nelson's back in for Fouch. Very quick rest for Nelson. And Birch is back out onto the floor as well. for EKM. 31-28. Mathern trying to cut it to 2. It's good. First to double figures for EKM. 2 to double figures for Benson County with Maddock, who has the ball right now, and Kenner stays out there with 3 fouls. Engstrom couldn't hold on. Birch trying to run with it. Birch has to wheel it back out as Kenner played outstanding defense. Lloyd in the corner. Over now, Birch slithering through the defense, draws a foul, and that is going to be against Nelson. And that is her second, I believe, 4th team foul. Free throws coming there for Jalen Birch, the 5'5 sophomore. Birch, first shot at the line is good. She'll get one more. Birch, her second, is missed. In and out, rebound, hauled in by Mathern. EKM, chance to take the lead for the first time since the second quarter. Mathern, cross court. Mathern for the lead. Kaboom! Women's college 3. Abby Mathern gives EKM back the lead, 33-31. 2:45 to go in the third. Kenner in the corner. Fussick back to Kenner. In the lane, turnaround is good for Engstrom. Isabella Engstrom's first. 33-33. 2.5 to go in the third. Huber gets it out. Why not? Just off the mark, right side, hauled in, rebound for Maddock. Maddock's been cold this second half. Kenner, foul. Back to the free throw line goes Aubrey Kenner, as the foul will go against Ellie Lloyd. That's her third, team second. And so Kenner will head back to the free throw line. Kenner already with a dozen points. First one is up and good, makes it 13. Fouch is back on the floor there for Benson County. The Wildcats back in front, 34-33. Kenner, second, good. And a timeout is called by Brian Kenner. His second charge timeout of the game. Benson County holding on to a 2-point lead, 35-33 on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Late third.
This is Dustin Nagel with Dakota Heritage Bank. We're a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we can assist you with all of your banking needs, including checking and savings accounts, credit and debit cards, loans of all types, and more. We offer free mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services. Just go to dhbanknd.com or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking with Dakota Heritage Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're coming out of this Bank North timeouts. And Bank North to take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Benson County right now with a 35-33 lead. Great game here. Had some good ones at Louis Lee Fieldhouse, especially in the state qualifying round. And we have not had an overtime yet this week in game number 9. All in regulation, and most of them ending in double-digit victories, with the exception of 2. As Lloyd has it now for the Rebels, those 2 being the championship, Region 2 championship, Devils like Thompson Thursday night, and then today's state qualifier, first one, Valley City over Carrington 62-56. The other games have all been double-digit wins for the higher seed, or the favored team, I guess you could say, as that's a turnover there for EKM. Benson County gets it back. There's a foul as well, offensive foul, Libby Mathern, her third, team's third. As Abby Mathern will check back in for Huber. Mathern's knocked down a clutch 3 or 2 in this game. Benson County with the lead and the ball. Maddock. Back to Fouch, and Maddock for three, short. Fouch tried to save it, ran out of real estate. Goes back to EKM, minute and a half to go in the third. Good fan bases, EKM and Benson County both loading up their sections. Bringing in some nice fan sections as well. Fussin went for the steal, instead charged with the foul. That's a foul you're always okay to get. If you don't get the steal, you get a foul. That's at least a smart foul. You're trying to go for a steal as Fussin, that's her second. But it does mean that's free throws coming for EKM. So all about basketball IQ. Sometimes even when you go for that, there are more higher percentage times you definitely go for that, and times you think, well, if I don't think I can get there, I'm not going to go for it. As that's a bucket there for Jalen Birch. Either way, you second guess yourself, and you just got to play the game in the end. And both these teams playing a heck of a game tonight. 35-34 and 35-35. Birch knocks them both down. Tie ball game, 1:25 to go in the third. Hope you're having as much fun as we are at Louis Lee Fieldhouse. Maddock, Kenner zips it into Engstrom. She draws the foul. And the foul will go against Ellie Lloyd. That is her fourth. Team's fourth, and Lloyd's got to come out. Huber back in. So an inbound there, baseline right for Kenner. Kenner looking, gets it into Maddock. Women's college three is blocked and taken away by the Rebels. Again, trying to take their first lead of this second half. Birch in some space, kick out. Huber won't take the three, even though she's wide open. Out. Men's college three off the back of the iron. Rebound out to Birch. And a fresh 35 for EKM. In Mathern. Matea Mathern for the lead. Just off the mark right side, and it's taken away by Maddock. About a 12-second differential between shot and game clock. Angstrom shot. Doinks in and out. The rebound, Mathern. She's off to the races on a 1-on-4. Mathern goes coast to coast for the lead. EKM, their first lead since the first half. Kenner, Angstrom, 20 seconds left in the third. Back to Kenner. Fussin, Kenner. Fussin playing catch on that right side. Kenner again, 10 seconds, got to make a move. Maddock with 8, 7, back to Kenner, 5, 4, Kenner, 3, in, off the hands, and not enough time for a heave. 37-35, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier has taken a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
It's the most prestigious, challenging, rewarding tour on dirt. The most wanted, baddest outlaws, and the most powerful late models on the planet. The world of outlaws, King's Late Models.
For the first time ever, World of Outlaws at Norman County Raceway on Saturday, June 29th.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
Fourth and final quarter, at least, of regulation in this Division B state qualifier game. James Martin's Joe Lancello here with you. 37-35, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier holding on to a 2-point lead over Benson County. It's getting tight here, and that means it's getting good on YourLiveEvent.com. Maddock, Nelson, Fussin, Kenner, and Fouch on the floor to start the fourth for the Wildcats. 3-ball, Kenner. In and out, rebound, Libby Mathern. And the Rebels trying to extend their lead, but a steal. Maddock takes it away. 15 turnovers now for EKM. Kenner's jumper missed. Rebound up for grabs. Huber chases it down. And EKM slows it down just a bit. Matea Mather, the leading scorer for the Rebels with 12 points. Maddock and Kenner co-leading the Wildcats with 14. Huber lost it, got it back, kick out. Birch three, short. Birch tracks down her miss. A lost start in basketball these days. Mathern and the Rebels get a fresh 35. Libby Mathern into the lane. Gets around Maddock. Nice move to the paint and scores. Libby Mathern. Good to see her back out onto the floor. As it'll stay Benson County basketball. That one knocked out of bounds. Libby Mathern now with that's her first bucket of the game, actually. 39-35 as Haley Skeevers will check in for Benson County. Skeevers, the 5'4 junior, onto the floor. Wildcats, need of a bucket. As Maddock, and an offensive foul against Caitlin Maddock. That's her first, team's first, and a turnover there for Benson County, their 14th of the game. 6:53 remaining here in regulation, and we get a whistle. And we're good to go. They keep that 1-2-2 press they've kept since it was 12-3 in the first quarter. That is Benson County. Birch, nice hop, skip, and a jump to make it a 6-point lead. EKM, their largest since the first quarter. Mathern with a steal. Mathern, Birch, lost it. Skeevers, the play of the game for her. As EKM keeps. Fussin and Engstrom will check in for Nelson and Skeevers. Starters all back out there for Benson County. As Libby Mathern looking, zips it on out to Birch, who's had some big moments in this fourth quarter. Mathern. Off to Libby Mathern from Matea Mathern. Matea Mathern in space, trying to zip it in. Deflection, last touch by EKM. Goes back to Benson County. Remember, we got one more after this. Langdon area, Edmore Munich, Maple River will close things out from Louis Lee Fieldhouse this week. They're not done, though. The Fieldhouse isn't. They've got a playoff doubleheader tomorrow. Mayville State women and men in the North Star Conference semifinals. Fussin for three. Off the side of the backboard and rebounded there for Libby Mathern. Up ahead, Huber gets it. Libby Mathern goes around. Matea Mathern drives baseline. A blocking foul for Fouch. That's a big one. That's her fourth. Ken Fouch with 7 rebounds and 5 points. Now her fourth foul, and Benson County's second. And we get a timeout, Brian Ketter. He uses his third. 41-35 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 5:45 to go here in regulation. And we're back in 30 seconds.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Coming out of this Bank North timeouts. Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more, visit ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. 41-35, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier with a 6-point lead over Benson County. 5:45 to go here in the regulation on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. And EKM will keep the ball as well. They'll bring out Huber. Irie, and the Mathers. Matea, Libby, and Abby. And for the Wildcats, they'll bring out Nelson in for Fouch with 4 fouls. Engstrom, Maddock, Fussin, and Kenner. Matea Mathern, surrounded by Wildcats, gets the bucket. Matea Mathern is the 3rd player on the floor with 14 points, 43-35. EKM, they owned the first quarter. Benson County had the advantage in the second and third, but now EKM storming back in the 4th. 3-ball, dead. And it'll go back to EKM. Point-wise, EKM actually did outscore Benson County in the third 14-9. And in the first 12-8, Benson County outscored EKM in the second 18-11. But the momentum came late in that third quarter for EKM. Benson County had the advantage in the first half of the third quarter. As in a hole, and Libby Mathern screams timeout, and she gets it. EKM takes their third now, 43-35. And again, we're back in 30 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard.
It's safe to say we have it pretty good in the Drayton, North Dakota area. Growing sugar beets, making sugar, bringing a little sweetness to the world. Every day, American Crystal Sugar produces sweet products people love in a place we love to call home. It's a thing we like to call the sweet life, and we're proud to share it with you. American Crystal Sugar's Drayton facility has recently started offering a $4 per hour shift differential for rotating shifts. Go to AmericanCrystalCareers.com for more information.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout. At Bank North, to take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Again, 43-35 here on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. EKM holding the lead. Score update, by the way, out west at the Minot Auditorium. Central McLean on their way to a state tournament. They lead TGU 73-40. Mathern, women's college three. It's blocked. Rebound, Libby Mathern around Fouch. Rebound up for grabs. Matea Mathern takes it back. And poked away. Caitlin Maddock with a foul. That's her second. Team's 4th. And you're going to say it is a shooting foul. So Matea Mathern at the free throw line there. Trying to give her Rebels another little bit of cushion. And does. 44-35. 15 points. First player to 15 or more in this game today. Libby Mathern goes to the bench. Lloyd is back out there. Birch is out there. Irie, Abby Mathern, and Matea Mathern. Matea Mathern rolls in her second. 16 points. And now the largest lead of the game for EKM, 45-35. Still time for Benson County. Well, they got to find that magic they had at the end of the first quarter to halfway through the third. And they lost it. Back to Lloyd. Kenner goes for the steal. Poked it away. Up for grabs. EKM hangs on. Lloyd, top of the key. Birch in the corner. Mathern. Matea Mathern. Cross court wide open. Extra feed. Birch drives baseline and draws the foul. It's a push on Engstrom. That's her first. But it's the team's, should be the team's 5th. And it's the 4th, excuse me, against Benson County. Nelson will check back in for Engstrom. So last one to give there for Benson County. Inbound there. Left side for Abby Mathern. Mathern gets it back. Cross court, Matea Mathern. In between 4 Wildcats, off the box and in. Matea Mathern has come alive here in this second half. 18 points, 12 of which have come in the second half. Kenner for 3. A little off. Rebound Fussin. Back out Maddock. Trying to get it in, and Nelson, another turnover for Benson County. And the magic is slowly fading away for the Wildcats. They had their opportunity, but EKM woke up at the end of the third quarter, and they have not looked back since. That's another foul on Fussin on a reach-in. For Fussin, that is her third. And the team's fifth. And Birch at the line for 2 key free throws late. First one, good. Huber and Libby Mathern check back in, and another timeout, Brian Kenner. 48-35. 3:36 left here in regulation. We go to another Bank North timeout. At Bank North, they take community to heart, helping their customers achieve their financial goals while supporting and improving the great rural communities they serve. They're more than just a bank. Bank North's a community partner you can always count on. It's values-based banking. Learn more at ibanknorth.com. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. 48-35. As again, EKM talking things over. They found a way to respond late in the third. Get themselves back to the free throw line there with Birch. She just made one from there. She has one more to make it a 14-point game. Again, this is now game number 9 we've had this week for the girls. Region 2 tournament and state qualifier. Region 2 Division A, that is, and state qualifier. Only one game has been decided within 5 points. The rest by 6 or more, and now what it looks like 7 of those 9 by double digits. Unless Benson County can mount an amazing comeback. Kenner 3, kaboom, splash! Women's college 3. Robbery Kenner, that'll help. 49-38, still time. Mather tries to get it away, and Huber up the floor. Over to Birch, Libby Mather, and a foul. It's going to go against Fouch, and that is her final. 5th foul. Lacey Fouch fouls out with 5 points, about 7-8 rebounds. But she has a lot of games left in her for Lacey Fouch, just an 8th grader. Again, this team is young. Katrina Nelson, the only senior on the squad, coming off the bench. So all 5 starters can return next year for Benson County. And what a run they've had. They will certainly make a run at it in the years to come. Shot is up and good for Libby Mathern. 50-38. Mathern with one more. Mathern's shot is missed. Rebound for Fussin. Up ahead to Kenner. Down to 12 is the lead. Kenner lost it. Jump. No. Cleanly stolen away by the Rebels. Under 3 minutes to go. Kenner looking for a steal. Now Fussin looking for it. Over to Huber. Mathern in the corner. Libby Mathern will pull it out and run some clock. Mathern goes inside. There's a foul. Again, Lacey Fouch already fouled out. 2 shots coming. This one goes against Kenner. That's her 4th. She's team leading 17 points for Benson County. First one for Libby Mathern, and rattles in. An EKM team at 20-5. Losing to Sargent County in a heartbreaker in the Region 1 championship. Makes the second 52-38. Kenner back to Maddock. 14-point lead. Fussin 3, short. Rebound Huber. Birch. Mathern. Pestered by Kenner. Right to Huber. Just gets it across in time to Birch. Abby Mathern lost it out of bounds. And it'll stay EKM basketball. Inbound, Libby Mathern. Mathern zips it on in. Birch, Huber, Back to Libby Mathern, 10 on the shot clock, goes in, steamrolls a defender, and one. Oh. It might have been a good candidate for a charge, but foul will go against Caitlin Maddock. That is her third. 54-38. And Benson County had their chance, but EKM woke up with time to spare. And because of that, it looks like they're going to Jamestown next week. 55-40, 2 minutes to go here in regulation. Engstrom, bucket is good. 55-42. Benson County trying to at least get it down to single digits. Mathern got rid of it, and a timeout is called. They had 2 left, so now they're down to 1. 55-42. It's full timeout. Back on YourLiveEvent.com. Almost half of the energy used in homes goes toward heating and cooling the spaces we live in. Energy Star certified heating and cooling equipment can improve your comfort while lowering electric bills. Through its Bright Energy Solutions program, City of Hillsboro offers rebates for a wide range of energy-efficient equipment like heat pumps and central air conditioners. You can also get a rebate for having your cooling system professionally tuned up. Call the City of Hillsboro to learn more about rebates or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we remain true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Coming out of this Bank North timeout, James Martin's Joe Lancello here with you. And another foul. 55-40, 98 seconds to go in regulation. Ella Fussen with her fourth. One more game, by the way, follows this. Langdon area, Edmore Munich, and Maple River will do battle to close out our week at Louis Lee Fieldhouse. First one's up and good. There for Jocelyn Birch. Second one is good as well. Birch with 14. Maddock, Kenner. Men's college three, short. Rebound Birch. Birch with a big second half for the Rebels. Mathern. Through traffic, out of bounds. 1:13 left here in regulation. Benson County got to hold their heads high. They defeated a good St. John team. St. John, a solid program. Good athletes up in the North Country. And with the youth that they have, Brian Ketter and their squad, they'll be back. 65 seconds to go here in regulation. They may not be back here. They may be a region champion. Who knows? But just not their year this year. Huber, women's college three. Right side, Mathern with a rebound. Mathern with another and a putback. A 20-10 plus. At least 10 rebounds, 20 points. Matea Mathern with a double-double. 59-40. EKM will go back to the state tournament. Kenner's three falls short. She'll finish as the team leading 17 points, looks like. At a 1 second differential between shot and game clock, so Huber and EKM will have to give a shot. EKM and Central McLean, the latest in Division B, off to the state tournament. The Rebels will run their way to the state tournament. They do have to take a shot or turn it over. And with 1.2, Benson County, no, not yet. Not yet. A little excited there. Still 1.2 on the clock. They'll get their moment in a about a second here. In 12/10 of a second. Kenner, Maddock, and now you can have your moment. EKM 59-40. The Rebels with the win over Benson County. Benson County ends their season at 18-6. Or 18-8, excuse me, 18-8, and the one senior, Katrina Nelson. Hats off to Brian Kenner and Benson County. EKM moves on to Jamestown next week. 59-40 the final on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. With locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhbanknd.com. Post-game, including our player of the game, is next.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Contact Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent, at 701-436-5777 or use the QR code to connect with the agency.
For a top-notch car wash experience, head to Fast Lane Car Wash, situated next to the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo. They treat every vehicle with the same respect and care as their own, ensuring that your car is in good hands from pre-wash preparation to hand-dry finish. Check out the Fast Lane Car Wash on the west side of the Petro Stopping Center in Fargo and spruce up your ride with interior detailing, buff, and wax at the Fast Lane with Thomas, weekdays from 9 to 2. Call 701-799-8226 to schedule an appointment. Hometown Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley School Districts. If you're interested in an egg loan, real estate, consumer, or commercial loan, Hometown Community Bank can serve you. Give Dwight a call at either branch location in Page or Fingal. Ask Janine about the competitive certificates of deposit or money market rates. Hometown Community Bank is a community bank and proud of the communities they serve, and they wish the best of luck to the Maple River Raiders for many years moving forward with the co-op. Hometown Community Bank is a member of the FDIC.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Final score on that Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, EKM 59, Benson County 40. Joe Lancello is with our player of the game, Matea Mathern of EKM.
Matea, congratulations on the win today. This has got to take a lot of the hurt that you had against Sargent County the other night far, far away.
Yes, it definitely does. I mean, obviously things didn't go well how we wanted on Thursday, but we got another chance and we took advantage of it.
What were the things that went well for you today?
Well, we just kind of we were kind of up and at it at the first half, kind of like tense, but then we calmed down in the second half and we just trusted in each other and things played out for us.
You might have as many bruises, your team that is, as much as points. They were really fighting like Wildcats.
Yes, I mean, when you get to postseason, it's a physical game and you got to come ready to battle, and that's what we did.
Any team you especially would like to face at Jamestown?
Honestly, whoever we face, we're just going to take each one at a time and just give it our all.
All right, congratulations, Mateo Mathern.
Thank you.
Mateo Mathern, our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Life takes energy. Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Enbridge. Let's go back to James upstairs.
Thanks, Joe, and we're back with more postgame to close this out next.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
And we're wrapping up the post game here on YourLiveEvent.com. You can see EKM fans celebrating a good time and a good win. 59-40, Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier with a win over Benson County here on YourLiveEvent.com. James Martins, Joe Lancello here with you. Get you to some of the final stats here. Again, it was a tale of two halves, but not in the traditional sense. First half of the first quarter, EKM. From the second half of the first quarter to the first half of the third quarter, Benson County. And the rest of the way, EKM came back, and they would end up winning this game. Largest margin in the game was the final score. Again, 59-40 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. 22-5, EKM shuts down Benson County in the fourth quarter. But got to give your hats off to the Wildcats. So they proved to be a mighty test to EKM, but the Rebels came back and won this contest. Leading scorer was Mateo Mathern. She finishes with a double-double, 20 points and 11 rebounds, along with 3 assists, 4 steals. She had herself a game tonight, playing 26 minutes, nearly 26 and a half minutes of the 32. Two players did play the whole game. Aubrey Kenner, Caitlin Maddock, they were the leading scorers for Benson County, 17 and 14 points respectively. Along with some other stats here. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier, we'll go back to them. 14 points for Jalen Birch, along with 6 rebounds. 8 points each for Libby and Abby Mathern. 4 points for Grace Irie. 3 points for Ellie Lloyd and 2 for Betsy Huber. Edgeley-Kulm-Montpelier for the game, they shot 46% from the field, 21% from three-point range, and 84% from the free throw line. Finished, I believe, 16 of 19 from the free throw line. They hauled in 38 rebounds. They doubled Benson County in that category. That was the big category. 38-19, led again by Mathern's 11. 9 assists to 17 turnovers, a -8. 8 assists to 18 turnovers, -10 for Benson County in that department. Benson County, other than Kenner and Maddock, Lacey Fouch finished with 5, Isabella Engstrom with 4 points. Fouch finished with the leader in rebounds with 7 of those. Benson County from the field shot 32%, 26% from three-point range, 69% from the free throw line. We had 4 ties and 4 lead changes. Benson County's largest was by 5, 6:34 to go in the third quarter. That's when EKM woke up and steamrolled the rest of the way. EKM outscored Benson County in 3 out of the 4 quarters, but Benson County did have the halftime lead, 26-23. And again, the Wildcats, they had their chances, but just couldn't quite hang on. EKM with a big win. They move on to the state tournament. In this other set of games, we have Central McLean, it's final over TGU, 75-43. So 2 games left to go, including one here, Langdon area and Munich Maple River on YourLiveEvent.com. Let's wrap things up with our RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton. Discover, or for any questions, planting information updates, precision planting updates, contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. Precision play of the game. It's hard to pick one. I think, it's hard to say, but I think Mateo Mathern had some really, really nice plays. I'm going to go to a three-pointer for Abby Mathern. She was 2 of 5 from three-point range. She made 2 of the team's 3 three-pointers, and she had a really clutch one in the third quarter to really shift momentum to EKM. I'm going to give her the RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. And our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection Discover local reliability you can trust. Halstead Telephone Company, keeping you connected. HalsteadTel.com. The rebounds, 38-19. Really, EKM was connected to the glass here when the shooting was maybe a little bit off, when the turnovers abounded. A total of 35 turnovers for the game, between 18 for Benson County, 17 for EKM. The rebounds was the difference. EKM pulled down twice as many as Benson County. And so that really was the difference in our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. That wraps up Game 3 of 4 from Louis Lee Fieldhouse. Joe Lancella will be on the call for LinkedIn area Edmore Munich, Maple River. We'll have that one coming up on that stream for you in just a few minutes on YourLiveEvent.com.